But last time... Oh, sorry, Jamie, are you good for recording and stuff?
Yep.
All right. So, the last time that we all played, you guys had made it to the Sea Elves village.
Mm-hmm.
A couple things to remember. The storm has moved away because the Yellow King is moving towards Marai. So there's no big storm here. Instead, they're being shrouded by a mist. Along with apparently these underwater creatures called guardians, which I will say, Nadinia, if I didn't make this clear, you never heard anything about guardians any of the other times you came here.
I assumed
Minecraft
not.
guardians.
I assumed I would have seen one if I was here the last one time.
Yeah, no, these seem to be new. So you guys landed the ship, and after a little bit of a kerfluffle, you basically revealed Quinn to be the Prince in Yellow, which made all the Sea Elves revere and fear him. You are currently getting a tour, or you got a tour from, goodness, what's his name?
Head priest Mick Dickhead.
That is exactly 100% what I named him. How did you know?
What was that name?
Head bitch.
Head priest Mick Dickhead.
Oh, head priest Mick Dickhead.
That is it exactly. I'm so impressed by your ability to remember these names.
Well,
I'm certainly not trying to stall while I find his name.
we forgot his name every
Sauron
time.
or something like that?
It's like, fuck.
I start with a Z.
Yeah.
Where is he? Oh, I know he's in here. Zagana.
I knew it was a
Zendaya.
Z.
That's it. Yeah. Zendaya.
Zagana.
Kind of these nuts.
All right, starting off strong. Zagana, who is the head priest and seems to be the person in charge, who has a deep disliking of Nadinia, gave you guys a tour and seems to be at least relatively suspicious of Quinn. His daughter, Wistari, is another sea elf who is very, very pregnant.
Up any day now.
Yes. She revealed to all of you that that the baby daddy is normal. The sea elves don't really live that long compared to a lot of other elves, so they usually get married relatively early, or at least get together relatively early. But she remembered Nadinia, she hit it off really well with you, and you can tell that she doesn't seem to like the situation that they are currently in. She mentioned that Nirmal's dad had left something for Nadinia back at his hut. So after you all had a I'll just speak for everyone and say enjoyable service where you got to learn more about their culture.
Yeah, I don't know what everybody's freaking out about.
It was
Looked
revelatory.
at me. No, it looked at me and it was bad.
I don't know why everybody was freaking out.
You guys are staying currently in the temple. However, you found out that a bunch of sea elves were heading their way to basically capture Connor and Nick that were staying on the boat. Right. Skylar managed to get there and through quite a number of shenanigans, got them to relative safety, avoided the guards, and you guys went and met up at the small kind of shack to see what was left behind for you, and you met up with Wistari there. As you guys were looking through stuff, you found a note along with a couple relatively important items. One was a set of bracelets that when worn by two different people, they basically share languages between them. And the other one was a very what's a proper word for it? I don't want to say like makeshift dagger that was made
Doozy boy.
A dental implement.
It's nicer than a shiv, but it's still a material that is not normally used for like a dagger.
Ivory.
I wonder what happens if I stab myself with it.
Don't
You can try.
Knife.
You can try.
Don't.
But
I will not let you win, intrusive thoughts.
But you have a dagger made out of the tooth that is embedded in the Yellow King.
Yeah.
Which, did I give you the stats for that?
No.
Okay.
Now, clearly, we just need to stab the Yellow King with it.
I mean, that's part of it.
Or fire it out of cannon at the Yellow King.
No.
That'll do it, right?
You see, I have catapults,
Oh, okay, that'll do it.
and I require catapulting this at the back of his head.
Yes, that's what we will do.
Now we need to
All right.
assemble
Well,
a peasant
I'll
railgun.
message it to you, Chris, when I get a chance.
Yay.
Unless you hand it off to someone else.
I mean, I don't think anyone in our party uses weapons more than me.
That is fair. I just
Most
wanted
of
to point that out.
I think Kira uses a stick every once in a while to bonk people.
I believe 3 times total.
Technically,
Quinn-
Maple
Quinn-
could use it though,
That is true.
True.
and you wouldn't lose any damage out of it.
All right.
It's
But you guys,
it's considered a dagger, right?
it is considered a dagger, yes.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, you read the letter that was left for you, Nadinia. And by the way, just a reminder, what the book told you was do not
Mention normal.
it basically said to lie about him, which you guys have been.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that is where we're going to pick up, is you guys in the shack right after finding this, and Wistari is looking at the tooth, and you can tell she immediately recognizes what it is, and she kind of backs up a little, away from it.
Kind of turning it over in my hand, looking at it. Is it from like a fish or something? Nadinia doesn't know what it is.
Nadinia, do you know how much effort we went through to get a different piece of this to make you not possessed?
Wait, it's the same thing?
Yeah, it looks just like it, man.
I mean, the other one was a lot smaller. And it wasn't dagger shaped.
Oh my god. It wasn't dagger shaped. How did you're right.
How dare a
this is
tooth be
mistake.
dagger shape?
Probably because it wasn't a dagger.
Yeah, it was like a shard.
Now,
But
what
I
is a
don't know
dagger but a special shard?
What is the shard but an unformed dagger? Anyway. So.
What do we do with it? I mean, I know what we can do it. We could stab, the Yellow King and probably some of his guardians. But like, what do we do with it? Like, I don't know where we should stab. Is the better way to put this.
Try to divine what best to do with the knife. But that may be too vague.
That's a pretty subjective answer.
Yeah, we need a qualifier.
I feel like we're skipping over maybe the better thing to be talking about right now here with Lestari, which is hi, I'm Quinn. I am the son of the Yellow King, not by my own choice, though apparently other people are actively trying to choose to be other sons, which is a bit obnoxious. But I'm here to offer alternatives to my father's kingdom, as my father is kind of a shit king.
Wow. Understatement, I think, of the last 500 years or so.
You see with Starry, she's looking at you as as you're saying this. And Maple, you're kind of like reading her vibes, I'm assuming, during all this.
Yeah.
You get like a whirlwind of emotions. Like the first one you get is immediate distrust.
Yeah.
Like, this is a test.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but Nadinia's presence kind of dissuades that a bit. So she ends up mostly just kind of being confused. And she just looks at you. She's like, what are you talking about? There is no alternative. This is it.
But it doesn't have to be. Because, and I don't fully, this is admittedly a part I don't fully understand. I called myself the prince, but I'm not. I'm my own king. And I could be your king if you were to trust me enough to do so. I don't really know why the King in Yellow decided to make a second king. But that's what he did.
If I had to guess, he probably was supposed to be like a figurehead or something like that.
Are you talking about Quinn?
Mm-hmm.
Quinn, I told you why.
Yeah, and then you immediately told me you don't know this in character, you need to ask
You
in
know what?
character.
That's completely fair. That is, I forgot about that little tidbit to it.
You already
Which
know
is
about
totally
this. Gets mad.
Legitimate. You say this, she kind of like looks at you and she's like, we were told that at some point there was going to be a new vessel.
Ooh, vessel.
Didn't hear anything about a new king, but you can see she is immediately just overwhelmed by this idea.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like if Jesus came into your room. It's like,
Hey, by the way, you want to follow second god?
I promise
instead,
I'm not as shitty as first god.
I see what the ticket of the day is. Heresy.
She kind of like sits down on one of the chairs And she's like, I,
No, that's understandable. This pitch is very poorly planned out, mostly in part because we were hoping that you would help us figure out how best to present the option to people. I am not my father. I will not force anyone to follow me. But I think it'd be mutually beneficial if people did.
I
Been a
mean,
pretty sweet gig so far.
this is nice, but you know we're bound to him, right? He made us this way. Our bodies are linked to the Yellow King.
Mm-hmm.
If we
And
leave, he'll just kill us.
Nadinia will say, "Yeah, it happened to me too. We have a method that can free people, kind of like how me and Normal are. Well, we're
Wait,
not,
Normal
of
is
course.
too?
What?
He said he was different. He didn't really explain to me before he just ran away.
We believe, or maybe I'm mixing up in character and out of character knowledge, but we're pretty sure that her grandfather, pointing to Kira, fixed Nermal, and then we were able to get Nadinia free as well.
That is completely in character. You guys knew that.
Okay, excellent. Then I say that.
She's like, "Oh, the one, okay."
You met him? You think?
No. Uh, Normal mentioned him.
I see.
I don't know how to describe this. We don't get choices here at all. Like, we don't get to choose anything. Like, she looks to Nadia. Everything you said about up in the sky sounds amazing and incredible, but you have to realize that when you tell people, especially people that didn't, hear it when they're young, it sounds insane. Being able to choose to just do stuff on your own, to be able to come and go whenever you please, they don't understand it. Hell, even the concept of telling people to go up on, in the sky, we are taught when we're so young that we can't do that. I mean, you're telling our people to go against their very nature, against everything that they've known and believed in and been a part of for hundreds of years, entire generations.
We are, and I know that's going to be a hard sell, but
I guess. Sorry, go ahead.
it's that or living in fear for the rest of your lives.
We can all talk to her, right?
Actually, yes, you can.
Okay, cool.
As
Okay, great.
I will put one of the bracers on her.
Thank God. Okay. Sorry. I know it's super pedantic, but I wanted to say a thing and
Yeah,
then I didn't
yeah.
want it to be like
She did know common.
Yes. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure. Sorry. Fuck. Hang on. I forgot. Give me a second. Hang on. Shit.
Oh, Iris.
Yeah, she was a little bit better at learning it than Normal was.
Somehow this is not shocking to me that Nermal was bad at learning it.
I mean, touche.
Right.
Okay, got it.
He
I got it.
studied languages. He studied the sword. Go for it.
Oh, sorry. And it's not. It is a big shift, but it's not like you're completely abandoning your culture. You would be switching to another member of the Yellow King's line, someone who can give you choice and options and won't abuse you and take over your minds willy-nilly. I mean, Quinn's not perfect, but it's better than what you've got. I just don't know how to gain anyone else's trust around here because they all look at us like we're about to smite them.
She kind of like looks to Quinn and she's like, "You know the Yellow King is possessive, right? I mean, are you going to be able to keep us safe from him?" She's like quiet for a minute and she's like, if you dig around in some of the caves and ruins around here, there's some of our history that isn't altered. We tried to fight the Yellow King, and we lost. Bad. That's why we're like this. If we lose
I
again, what will we be then?
can't guarantee victory, but I offer a chance and hope. I think that we have the best chance of doing anything against the Yellow King that anyone will have, probably ever. Like I mentioned before, there are others who wish to take my place, and if you do not choose to side with me, I'm going to die, and those who want to take my place are going to, and that will give the Yellow King what he wanted in me. And whatever that is will be so much worse than it is now. I can't tell you what will happen if we lose, but I promise it will be better if we win. It'll be better than if we lose or if we don't even try.
The easiest way for someone to defeat another is to convince them just not to fight.
Nadinia,
Mm-hmm.
what's it like up there?
What? On the boat?
She gives you a look.
Mm.
This
She
is a question.
she kind of like holds up a hand, like I know. Up there. It's hard. The winds can change at a moment's notice. Can toss you to the side. You can go days without seeing another person. And honestly, it's always the happiest that I've ever been. Being able to just wander, see new things, see where the wind takes me, able to charge headfirst into danger or paradise. It's She thinks on it for a few moments and then says, "It's what freedom is." I don't know how else to explain it. I honestly wish I could do that for the ocean as well. I'd love to see what's down there. But what's down there is, well, and I'd love nothing more than to take both you, Normal, and the kid that you've made together up there to see it.
That's the worst way to put it.
That thing you made.
As you're talking, her hand is resting on her belly, and she's kind of like looking down. And she is quiet as you're talking. When you're done, she looks up at you, Quinn, and she says, "You know, they're not all gonna come with you. There's absolutely no way my father will."
And that's kind of the thing about choices. You don't have to make them.
He might get violent.
And what do you want us to do if he does?
I don't want him dead.
He nods. Then I won't.
The Yellow King might punish the survivors, or those that are left behind.
And that is their choice. And I respect it. Even if I don't agree with it. But if I can at least even take one person, I'll think this trip was worth it.
You got to.
She nods.
Okay.
All right. We need a plan then. Any ideas, Wastari?
She looks to Quinn and says, How do you do it? The switch."
Maybe this is me completely blanking like an idiot, but I don't fucking know.
Turning into a monster.
You
Salt
guys
water?
never figured that out or came up with it.
Yeah. Salt water.
Did we not?
Mm-mm.
No.
Why the fuck are we here then? What? Excuse me? Wasn't that I thought, why did everyone okay my PowerPoint? I thought that was peer reviewed. Fam. Wait. Well, hold on. No. Because Quinn's Lycan will outwit, outplay, outlast, as every true Survivor fan knows, the Yellow King's Lycan. So can we can we just give them chemo treatments and just keep microdosing them with Quinn stuff?
Oh
You know
my
what I
God.
mean? You know what I mean? I don't
Because
know.
what we used
right,
for
we can-
Nadenia was part
We
of
can
the
jump in a
teeth.
pool.
And then
Here's
his
what
Lycan.
Here's what I'll say. I mean, Nadania would just say it's the water. Because the water changed her the first time, and then the water changed her a second time.
Well, that was because
So-
of the Lycan and stuff in it, right?
Yeah, so just a clarification for what happened with changing Nadinia. Is for Nadinia, you gave her both. She had the Yellow King's lichen inside her,
Mhm.
and then she went into the tank that had Quinn's lichen.
Yes.
So the two lichens were fighting each other,
Mhm.
right? You then introduced a part of the tooth, which kills lichen.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So it basically wiped out both, and she's immune to both.
But we don't want that. We just want mine to win.
So we
So-
somehow have to figure out how to get yours to produce and kill faster than the Yellow Killings.
Okay,
Yeah,
what
can
was
we-
the
can we-
differences between the lichens?
Well, the one thing is we have the pool still,
Mm-hmm.
which means I can be actively producing,
Yeah,
whereas they would have a
that's what I'm
fight at.
saying. Is we just have like a highly concentrated, you know, the lakes that are so
Here's-
salty you float in them. It's that, but with Quinn's like lichen shit, and then we just dunk them and
Kaiser!
baptize you.
Here's the thing: I don't want
Quincy.
Wistaria to go through that, regardless. Wisteria? Is it Wisteria?
Yes,
Wistaria?
Wistaria.
Wistaria.
I mean, this is
Wistaria
going to be
a-
painful.
Mhm.
Like, no matter what solution we come up with, this isn't going to be a gentle process.
Yeah, and that's the problem with like her, because
It might be better if you have the
Yeah.
child
First.
before we
Yep.
convert you.
Hmm.
But
Are you telling
here's
her
the
this?
basic.
You give birth now.
I think he would explain the process and then explain that it's not
Really
necessarily a painless experience, and then he would probably mention if you are as close to birth as you seem, maybe it might be better for you to wait until afterwards. I'm not certain how those aspects would interact.
You're right, but I don't think people are going to follow you unless you already have someone that is. Someone that they know and trust.
If it's safe to do with a pregnant woman, how could it not be safer then?
then Wistaria, I don't know how else to say this, but you you're gonna have to do something really dangerous.
Oh no. I thought
For
I
the
this
like her. I
baby!
think she's
For the
fun.
baby! For
Surprise.
the baby!
I mean, to be fair, giving birth is already really dangerous. So,
Mm.
like,
Yeah, but
And water births are technically a thing.
yeah,
Please don't
but
give
that
birth in the
doesn't.
pool.
That's God damn it.
It's not. I don't know how to explain all this. I don't even understand how the lichen works. I just know it takes control.
there is, and she kind of cuts you off. She stands up and she's like, "Let's try this. All right? For most sea elves, it's about a 50-50 shot if you and the baby live through childbirth. Isn't that fun? That's some fun odds right there."
Oh yeah, I mean
Ah.
you'll be fine with that
Vulnerable.
statistic. Like,
So either, there's a very good chance that I or my son or daughter, we don't know, will die. Here's the fun thing. When you die, you don't stop serving the Yellow King. He owns all of us, every last part. If my son dies, or my child dies, before we do this procedure, they will belong to him.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
All right. Then let's get this show on the road.
Well, how is this gonna work? Do we just jump into the water with the knife?
Yeah, can
She
I heal
holds it up.
somebody? Like,
Can I... No one is hurt.
Please!
Can I heal somebody?
Let me heal someone! So
Uh,
I would like to remind you guys that when it came to Nadinia, you did like boost Nadinia a whole bunch.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that you have to do it for this one, but I do want to remind you of another factor when it came to Nadinia.
I want to give with Starry fucking spare the dying thaumaturgy. Why not? She's on fire.
Thaumaturgy.
So, like,
Why
Just all-
thaumaturgy?
Mending,
Make her
mending.
louder.
You know what? Light. She's light now. Fuck her. Like, it's all
It's
fine.
lit.
You
Let's
get a
go.
poke? Why not? Fucking Guardian Faith. What's up? Like, I don't know.
That's a lot of
Aura life,
concentration
that's
spells.
something.
What
Yeah.
about guidance
Guidance?
and bless?
Yeah.
What about those spells?
You know what? Yeah.
Left. I don't. How long does the process take? In the way that we want it to.
If I
How long
remember,
would
it took
would
a
it
long
wait?
time for you.
It was like an hour.
Bless isn't gonna help.
Nope. Neither is guidance.
Okay, so guidance. What
You
about
Neither
don't
is
know.
guidance.
So I will say, you don't know if it's going to take that long if
Mhm.
you're not killing both the lichen.
And we don't know how long that check takes to
Okay.
happen.
I remember
Okay.
that
Ooh,
Quinn's
ooh,
lichen
ooh.
does multiply faster than the yellow
Yeah,
lichen.
yeah. Hang on, and I can do this. It's up to 10 minutes. They have resistance to necrotic damage, which is the Yellow King's whole fucking MO. Fuck that guy. And it'll like if it takes less than 10 minutes, she won't die.
That's not bad. Is lichen a plant?
No.
Okay,
Yeah, I can't help you.
Technically, no.
fair enough. I don't know what it is, other than gross. Honestly,
Lichen is it's a compound organism between, I believe, fungus and a. But I think we've established it's not that in this because it can't be.
It's its own kind of thing. Like it's just the closest to what it looks like.
It looks like lichen. Yeah.
Also, give me a second.
I think the best. Okay. We used the shard to make me immune, right? Because that killed it both, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we don't need the shard or the tooth.
right.
So honestly, at this point, just dump her in.
Yeah, let's baptize
That's a
her
way
and
to
let
tie. Mm-hmm.
yeah baptize her.
Dump
Let's we can make it fun. It'll be like a little dunk tank. That's cool. And then
I'll
fun
just
for the
be
whole
in
family.
there. I'll just be in there.
Eldritch dunk
Yeah.
tank.
Yeah, and then I'll do my cleric bullshit as like a countermeasure, and we'll see
Mhm.
how it goes.
If we wait until
I-
tomorrow, I can prepare Intellect Fortress, which lasts for an hour.
I can
And I did do
also
it last time.
I also may be able to call upon nature to help a little bit, but I don't know if it's gonna. Nadinia will explain. I tried to talk to the
Fish.
not just the fish, but like the forces that be here, and one, it's dead, like just all of it, and it's been dead. And two, whatever is left in its place.
Sorry, I'm back. My headphones died.
Whatever
Okay,
is
by the way, reset it.
whatever is left in its place is like eating away. So I assume it's the Yellow King. I just can't tell because it's too fucking big. It's really hard to talk to something when everything here is like, infested. I sense no animals, right? Like nothing, right?
Not on the land, no.
How about water?
In the water, there's not a lot nearby, but you could tell there's probably some a while away.
Yeah, like away from the, I guess, the blood water, essentially, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this place is toxic. We gotta get everybody out of here. But anyways, I think we just put her in and have her go through the process. We don't need the tooth. We just give her all the abilities that she can have on, and I'll sit there with her.
I'm not. One thing we have to remember is not to say we don't help her, but if we help her, we have to help everyone. So don't invest more than you can invest every time, I guess.
I mean, we help who we can, and I'll invest as much as I can. I understand what you're saying, but they need our help.
Yes, which is
I'll invest as the person that can't cast the spells.
Literally.
Look, okay, okay,
That's
I
what I was
can't
thinking.
do.
Listen, technically, Iris's is any creature. So if we just all pack them in, like they all get hit by it.
no
You
fair. That's fair. If especially a radius thing, like that's great. I meant more, not
Oh,
don't help. I meant more.
If
Can't
we
just
have to
dump
do
it all
We
shit
want
back
to-
to back to
Exhaust yourself.
back.
We want to know
I
what
got
the
you.
bare minimum we can do
Mhm.
is, because for some people we might just be able to do the bare minimum.
got you.
We don't want we don't want to exhaust ourselves, is what he's saying. And Dania's like, yeah, cool, but like, I don't want to like let people just sink.
Which is still not what I suggested we do.
You do you,
But-
Nadinia.
Yep,
Okay,
you
all
do
right,
whatever you can do to
be-
help.
I'll be
That
the
comment
best
wasn't
me I
directed
can
at you.
be. I'll be the best me I could be.
I'm willing
Just
to
like
pay
I'll
that
do everything
price.
I can do by standing here.
Some of you will die, but that is something I am willing to sacrifice.
All right. I have the Dagger of the Hunt. That is the name of the dagger.
Yay!
Y'all are gonna fucking lose your minds at this thing.
Hey, that's pretty good.
A knife.
You just keep stabbing them and then they die.
Where is it?
It's in shitposting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you should probably take this dagger.
Do lots of attacks.
Well, she can't attack it with her flurry of blows or an unarmored strike, but if I was still a fighter, I'd say let me do it, but
Yeah, because you get the 3, but yeah.
Mm, I only get 2.
wait, I have a question. Skylar, I have big question for you. You are scientist. Can you cultivate more than he can make of the lichen?
Ooh.
I will point out that Skylar is not an alchemist, but
Yeah.
is An artillerist?
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
is
I mean, alchemy was a gen ed that he probably took. You know, he can dabble.
The question is, can he? Not,
I'm
it might
going
be
to.
hard, but can he
I'm
do it?
probably gonna say no.
Okay, all right. Well, I tried. I'm sorry, Skylar.
It's all good.
Yeah, if you were an alchemist, we could talk, but you already have a very specific.
thing.
Yeah.
Field of study. I get it. Well, I say hit her with all the buff spells and throw her in.
All right, I climb into my pool, turn into a creature thingy.
I cast my aura.
She's I mean, you guys have been talking about this while
Mhm.
she's there.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, FYI, come up with some sort of like structured ritual for this
Oh, for sure.
before you introduce this.
There's going to be chanting, maybe some ceremonial candles. Like there'll be
I mean,
it'll be a whole thing.
we could just make it a baptism.
It may take longer than an average baptism, but
Yeah,
it's
but-
not like we drown him.
Yeah, but that's what the ritual is. Is that like it's a baptism? Everybody's gonna
A
be
dousing in holy fluid.
yeah.
Mm,
Quinn's holy fluid.
mm.
Anyway, hop in.
No, Vito.
Why would I say that? I didn't even think that. I didn't. Fuck.
Well, that's where we are now.
But it is very in character for character.
I'm gonna go jump in the holy fluid as well.
That was the most resigned, like, yeah, I'll write it down that I've ever heard in my life.
Yep. Sometimes it be like that.
So first it was the gamer bathwater. Now it's some
holy
holy
fluid.
holy fuel.
It's holy fluid.
fuel. I mean, it does burn.
Quinn's holy fuel. Lots of energy it put in it. Over 200 grams of sugar.
Power juice. Gamer subs.
Please, you're about to maybe kill this woman.
Sponsored by Quinn's holy fluid.
Then we have fish soup.
You're gonna eat her?
Fish soup?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
If you kill her, you're going to eat her?
I mean, if she
No.
dies, we're 100% fucked.
Yeah, no. We'd have to come up with a totally different.
I was
but
about to say, like, she does look to you, she's like, if I die, get rid of my body. Make sure they can't find it, or else y'all will be really, really bad off.
We're gonna try really hard to have you not die. But yeah, we'll cremate you.
Anybody got enhanced ability?
Yeah, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Give that to her.
The sarcasm was not
not detected,
interpreted,
no.
was it?
No. I knew it was there. I'm waiting.
Oh, lost
Come on.
call.
Come on, people. Do it.
Do it, man.
What an amazing Fey ability you got!
Yeah, I punch her across the face. There you go. She has it.
Oh, it feels so enhanced.
Uh,
All right. So you guys pull out Quinn's portable hole.
Yep.
Where his holy fluid is.
Mm-hmm. And she basically stands in front of it looking down. There's no light inside of this hole, so it is just like, it looks like it is filled with like this black, liquid that you can't see that far into. And she's like, So, do I just step in?
Okay, question. Does anybody want to wait until like the next morning to do stuff?
I won't have the spell I want to use to protect her mind
Okay,
until tomorrow, because
because that'll
rather it'll
that'll
take an
protect her.
hour for me to change spells, and I think I do need
But
to
then
rest.
we also have to sneak around for another day and risk being caught.
I unfortunately think it's worth it to do it today anyway.
Yeah, proof of
These are the
concept.
risks.
And yeah, like, and to Quinn's point of if we don't have to use that spell on everybody, then,
It would be great.
you know,
If it's
All
worth the
right,
risk, yes.
we'll have to do what we can.
All right, I get set up for this quote unquote baptism.
All right.
Yeah.
What
I'll
spells
mute
do
you then.
people cast?
Iris will cast Aura of Light or Life, whatever the fuck I posted. Life. And
Okay.
can I is that concentration?
Death
Yes.
Ward is not, I don't
No.
think.
Yes.
You can put Death Ward on her.
Yeah.
That I will for her, but I won't for everyone. Because I already Oh no, I can't. Fuck.
Why not?
Spells.
Because I oh yeah, I can. I cast Death Ward every day on Quinn so he doesn't fucking beef it. So
So you should have 3 slots total.
yes, so it is. So yeah, so that's good. So I'll do those two on her.
All right, that's what we got.
Skylar can cast guidance somehow.
Yeah, go for it.
Your husband rocks.
Here's some pills. Call me in the morning. Oh, now I want to make an alchemist that's just house.
I think that's Christ. I think that's everything
That
we
would-
can do.
Okay.
Got nothing but the thing I wanted to do before, but
Nadina, did you say you were going in beforehand?
Yep, I'm already
Okay.
in there.
No,
All right.
this is like not that big of a space. Why are you in here with me?
Oh,
I mean,
you're
how
both
big
in
is it?
there?
I mean, Quinn
How
has
big
to
is
be
it?
in there.
I thought I had to be in there to kind of.
Create the fucking
Continue.
LG.
It's up to you guys. I'm just double checking.
How big is it?
Not like 10, 15
Let's see.
feet. I guess?
Portable hole.
I believe it's a 10 by 10.
If it's a 10 by 10, then
There's
yeah,
enough
no, I'll stay
space.
out.
It's the circular. It's 6 feet in diameter. It's just deep by 10
6 feet in diameter, yeah, that's small.
How far down does it go?
10 feet.
Okay, so it can fit
So
you
2
and her
people.
pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a 2 people tube.
Yeah. Then I'll stay out. That's fine. I just didn't. I thought it was way bigger. That's my bad.
You'll have to leave your emotional support Nadini outside.
Unless you really, really want to cuddle. But I recommend leaving the support Nadine outside.
Do not squeeze the pregnant woman.
I
Oh
will
right,
not
she's
squeeze
pregnant.
her.
Oh yeah, that's uncomfortable as fuck.
I will stay out. It's fine.
All right, so Quinn, you are in there. She is looking down at the water. You can tell that she is extremely nervous about this. Could we change the music?
Yep.
Sorry.
On music, let's go.
Come on, let me hear the villager chatter. Come on,
That's
do
a
it.
different playlist.
Damn it.
She's like, Nadina, Could you help me?
Of course.
You
She will.
off. Oh, good.
She will, gently lift Mistari up.
As you start to put her in, she looks up to you, and she gives you a smile, and you can tell she's trying to put on a brave face, but she is definitely scared. And she says, "If something happens, tell Nirmal I love him."
You could tell him yourself when you get out of this.
And she goes down into the water, sinking very quickly in front of all of you. Quinn, your eyes work a little bit better in here than they do up on the land, and you are able to see her as she comes down with the sparse light from the opening, and you see that she is spasming. You can feel in this space that you have kind of claimed as your own that there is an almost like an invasion, something in here that shouldn't be, and your water, the lichen in there is reacting to it and attacking it. She is desperately, she's trying to like grab a hold of something in the dark as she is panicking and quite obviously in some sort of pain and distress, and she reaches out and grabs a hold of you, uh, just instinctively without seeming to understand what she's doing, just the sheer feeling of being in pain and scared and not knowing what's going on. She pulls you close and embraces you as she digs her arm, or she digs her nails deep into your back, just trying to hold on to you like an anchor in this place. What do you do?
I want to create a mental link with her. And as this happens, I'm going to tell her about my mom. About all of the great things that Quinn's mom sacrificed to take care of him, and how much Wistari reminds me of her. I'm also going to cast Calm Emotions.
She begins to relax a bit, and as you're telling her, her spasms and her pain seems to die down. You can tell that your own lichen is going inside of her through her gills as she's breathing, and it is getting rid of the Yellow King's lichen that's there. In this area that is, because of how it is set up, it is fully dark. It is a part of your shadow. In a way, you have brought her into your realm without leaving this plane. And as the last of the Yellow King washes away from her and is destroyed, you feel a full connection. The mental link you establish strengthens, and you feel like she is now also a part of you. As this happens, you feel some of her strength come into you, and you feel just a little bit stronger, a little bit more sure, a little bit more solid. She opens up her eyes. Her eyes that were once white with the iris in it are now black with the iris. And you both recognize that it has worked. And you have gained your second follower.
Oh my god, I almost threw up. Jesus Christ. Ugh.
How long
Uh,
did that take?
It did not take that long. It took maybe about 5 minutes.
Okay, cool.
Oh, sick.
I think like 1 minute in, and Nadine is like, I don't know if it's working. Is it working? I can't tell.
Quinn will help her out of the pool.
Quinn helps her out, and you see Wistari standing on her own. She looks fine. The only difference you notice is, like I said, her eyes are now black with the irises instead of white.
Oh, how do you feel?
I don't know how to describe it. You ever gotten real sick and you throw up a bunch? But then afterwards, you feel like cleaned because it's all out of you?
Nope. Anytime I throw up, I feel sicker.
I don't
But
know.
it's like that.
Quinn, as you are standing next to her, trying to get used to this connection that you have, you recognize that there is another connection. It's much, much fainter. But it's coming from Wistari as well.
Look over at Quinn. So?
So I think you and your child are clear. I wouldn't go jump in the ocean.
Aw, dang.
Sorry, swimming's a bit off the table now. I should
Plans for the
include
ocean.
that in my pitch. Less swimming. Oh, but positive part of the thing. We do have a nice pre-built village for you guys to move into.
She looks at you and she's like, why wasn't that in the sales pitch?
But if I got you without it, that means it's just all that much better, right?
And a free car.
No, we should definitely include that in the pitch for
It's
other people,
also-
though, right?
Yeah, it's also not like in the sky, it's still like on the water. So it's gonna feel more familiar than not.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's a lot better than this place. I don't
Yeah.
know if you noticed, Wistari, but the place around you is kind of dead.
I mean, this is how it's always looked.
Yeah, I know. Kind of dead.
She looks at you, she's like, I mean, yeah, it looks more dead than in the water.
You know what? Fair enough.
The point being, we need to workshop our pitch a bit. But thank you for bearing with us in the meantime.
Quinn, how do you feel?
You came out of the water and you actually feel good. You feel almost like if you were still in the water. It's not permanent, you can feel it fading, but there was a kind of like residual strength with it.
I mean, I didn't have to be rolled out of the pool, so I'm feeling pretty alright.
We can celebrate our small victories for sure.
All right. Step 1 done.
Are you gonna be alright with sorry? Your eyes are noticeably different. I know you can't see that yourself.
Oh,
Oh, here. And Maple's gonna transform into what Astari looks like now.
Oh my God, Maple, you're
You're
pregnant.
just a glorified mirror!
Yep.
Oh my god.
oh, oh! Wow, I'm fat.
You're pregnant!
You're pregnant!
The baby's fat, not
Yeah,
you.
well, sorry. I'm sorry to tell you, you put on a few pounds, gotten a little pudgy around the, you know.
She looks to you. She's like, "Did you just call a pregnant woman fat?"
Yes, I did.
She smacks you lightly, obviously joking,
Mhm.
and she's like, "Um, well, okay. My dad'll notice that my eyes are black.
Yeah, that's
Can-
probably something we should.
So, are you gonna pretend to be me?"
Me? Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't lie. So that's a big no.
Oh,
Here, let's take Kira's hat and put it on you, and you can disguise your eyes.
Yeah, that could work. Or
Otherwise, I don't know. I wasn't expecting.
Eye color change.
Yep, like we didn't know it was gonna happen, and it was relatively painless, all things considered. But wasn't expecting that.
yeah, mine was painful. I think I passed out like 3 or 4 times.
You had like several levels of exhaustion.
Yeah. Yours was also like 2 hours long, though.
much more like emo.
Yeah. To be fair, there was also some
Get this music.
I went up against.
biology stuff, I guess, going on with it.
I went up against cancer and beat its face in.
Sure.
The normal
Starry's
response to
like-
Chris.
All right, I guess I'll wear a noticeable hat.
You could change the hat though.
You can make the hat invisible.
Oh.
Yeah, just make sure
sh-
nobody touches your
Just-
head.
Yeah.
She changes it to like a headscarf.
Mhm.
That works.
There you go.
Okay.
Now remember, it's still there. I shall tap it.
That's really weird.
Yeah,
I
tell
mean,
me about it. These guys in Magic are just like all over the place.
She kind of like she looks outside. You guys kind of take a look outside, and you notice that it's starting to get a little bit lighter outside.
Oh, we should
Oh,
fucking
fuck.
hurry back now.
She nods, and she looks to all of you, and she's like, "I don't know what my father's planning, but just know he's really suspicious of all of you.
Yeah.
And he almost definitely told the Yellow King that you're here."
Yep.
Well,
Honestly, though,
It seems like we might have
that
to
could,
deal with that first.
but
Yep.
I mean, think of it this way: we just bought our home and the people in it who have what he wants a lot more time if he's turning around.
That's true.
I don't-
here's another thing we should think about doing, guys. We should try converting the Guardians.
Are you saying this out loud?
Yeah.
She looks to you and she shakes her head.
They're probably a little bit too far gone for my current power level.
Those guardians are. There's something else.
Yeah, what's with that? They're new.
Yeah. Well, you remember how we had to get ships?
Mm-hmm.
to
Yep.
be able to fly.
Yep.
Well, I mean, they weren't empty.
Wait, the Guardians are people?
Yeah, like you, Nadinia.
Yeah. I thought you were a guardian.
Yeah,
You
but
look like them.
like
1 + 1 = 2.
no, but you have to understand. They look like
You weren't
They-
done your transformation yet.
I.
We stopped it before that happened.
Yeah, but you have to understand. When I saw them, they didn't look human.
Girl, neither do you. What are you talking about?
I don't
Like,
understand why
I-
you're so mind blown by this.
Have you seen what they look like?
I mean, no,
Yes,
they haven't.
I guess you
No.
guys haven't seen what it looks like. Well, when you see one, you'll understand what I mean. I look nothing like them.
Well, we were gonna go quote
Um,
unquote discipline them.
mhm.
Something.
I don't. Oh, you're gonna go fight them?
Shrugs.
don't think that's the best plan, but I know we talked about it, or at least I brought it up to your father that perhaps the one that attacked us needed correcting. But I'm still not sure that that's actually like an actual thing we want to do, as much as a one-off statement that was made.
I mean, he doesn't do one-off statements. He's probably expecting you to do it.
Well, he likely wants it corrected because it was doing what it's supposed to do.
He's probably expecting it to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
If you attack one, the others are probably gonna come. And if you fight them in the water, I don't. We had. After the mission where they all left, we had some ships try to come here. That's why we had the Guardians. Once the storm left, people kept coming here to find out what was going on. The mist obscured us, and if they actually landed, the Guardians took care of them.
I think the main thing that we're getting away from all of this is we need to probably make our play soon.
Yeah, like today.
Yeah, honestly.
I say we do. We make an announcement that we're going to be doing the ritual regardless, and whatever happens, happens. Because
Well, hold on. Can we have? I think we need like one more day of, or like a morning of like charity nonprofit bullshit. Like,
yeah,
here's some food, here's some shit, and then at the end of it, be like, by the way, come join our club. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I don't think anyone's
Our
gonna
club.
go for it if over oatmeal we're like, hey.
yeah. I wasn't saying we do it. As soon as the sun's up. I'm just saying we do it tomorrow, regardless, because our best plan of action is to do it while they don't know what we're doing.
Can
Yeah,
I?
I agree.
Hey, can I give
Yes.
a recommendation?
Please, God, fucking please.
Okay. I think you need to try to keep things formal. These guys are used to a lot of things being rigid and precise. At no point can you come across as not knowing. You gotta bullshit it. Like I said, come up with a ritual. Even if it doesn't do anything or make any sense, that would be more calming to them than being honest with them that you don't know what's going on.
Oh yeah, no. I think honestly, I think if Iris and Kira can like come up with a script, like they'd be the best at that shit because Iris knows gods and Kira's a smart girl. You know what I mean?
My other thing is, and she looks to Quinn, you need to play the part of a king.
Benevolent and imperious.
Yes, the biggest part is
Commanding.
He has to be a leader.
unmoving, I guess. Like, the acts of charity, they should come from your servants. Heck, any acts should come from direct commands to your servants.
Yeah, you shouldn't be lifting a finger.
If
The only
you
thing
want,
you should be doing is talking, if anything.
she says, if you want to help people out, we are low on food, and we do have a lot of people who are sick.
I got you. I fucking got you. What's up?
That's good. He needs to command you to do it in front of people.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. There has to be a level of disconnect. That's what they're used to. She looks back at you, Quinn. She's like, once they follow you, I mean, she's like struggling. She's like, I'm not trying to speak as like I know better on how to be a king or prince or whatever you are. I'm just saying this from I know what freaks them out. She points to Nadinia. You can't be Nadinia. That freaks them out.
Okay,
sorry.
alright, I'm gonna
She's
go.
like, she's like, you can't be Nadinia. That chaoticness and freedom and not wanting to follow anyone freaked them the hell out.
Yeah, but... Okay. Fine. I can behave.
I mean, I wasn't even talking about, like, talking to you. I was using you as an example.
Oh. Okay.
But also behave.
Oh. Okay. I'll find something to do. Like sit or stand around next to our king.
I'd like to tell you to do something else.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm supposed to be guarding you. I'm a guardian.
But
Yeah.
you guys acting on your own
Mm.
will make them think that you got secret commands that they don't know.
Mm. We're not supposed to have free will, Nadinia.
That hurts my soul.
At least if they hear the command, they know what you're supposed to be doing. If you do stuff on your own, for all they know, it's a test. As she is talking, it is still getting later in the day, and she's like, shit. Okay, we all need to go.
Mm.
She takes off the bracelet and hands it back to you guys. Because like I said, she does speak a little bit of common. And she says, go back to the temple, slip back in.
Alright.
I'm gonna go delay my dad.
Thank you.
She nods, and she has like a bit of a tiny bit of a smirk on her face. And she says, of course, your majesty. And she leaves.
No, first things first, we're gonna cut that shit out unless I find it funny. Not particularly funny.
Unless I find it funny.
Incredible.
Alright. How the fuck are we getting back?
Oh God, Connor made it easy last time. I'm gonna call Connor.
Call Connor, it takes a little bit, and he like wakes up and he answers the phone. He's like, "Yeah, do you know how early it is?"
Yeah, switch back with me. Then you can go back to sleep.
Are you by a bed?
Yes.
Are you lying?
No.
All right, he and switches places with you, Quinn. As
I don't
you
know if
guys,
I was lying.
there is a bed in the room. He goes over and he lays on it. Like you guys just see Connor appear in the shadows, walks over, flops on the bed, and he's like, "This is way less comfy."
All right, well that's Quinn done. The fuck about us,
Oh no, no, I'm not
asshole?
there.
Fucking dick. All right.
Hey,
I'm
it's
just
a
gonna-
lot less bad if you guys are caught wandering around than if I'm caught.
I'm just gonna walk back. Like, what are they gonna say?
No, I can make us invisible.
I want that.
I'm gonna go check the ship again.
Invisibility.
You check the ship. It doesn't look like anyone's visited it.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it was right in front of you, so you guys would have noticed if someone had come up.
All right. Sweet.
Great, nobody keyed our car.
We're gonna have exhaustion.
Yep, you are.
Didn't sleep tonight.
Speak for yourself.
and
It's a
Nerd.
normal night for me.
technically, you weren't doing anything, so.
What does?
Can we not roll the thing to see if we do?
Roll what thing?
Constitution? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
I passed that check in real life. Once.
Once. I did when I
What's
was a
the
lot
DC
younger.
for that?
No, when you sleep it. Hold on. It's like when you sleep it. If you don't sleep for the night, you need to roll a Constitution saving throw to see if you're exhausted. The only thing you don't get back when you don't rest is like your spells or abilities that don't come back on a long rest. But like, you can still try.
Yeah, she asked what the DC was.
Let me see. Let me go look at you, Xanthar's guide.
While you're doing that, should Iris go back and sleep so I can do my cool cleric shit for people today if we end up doing that? Or no, we don't have to.
Yeah, you
It's
can
fine
go to
either
sleep.
way.
I say
It's
she goes.
beginning to be light, so you're gonna have to sleep in.
Yeah, like because if I'm gonna be able to create food for these people and also baptize motherfuckers, I feel like I need all my spells.
Mm-hmm.
And Quinn can just say, "Oh, she's preparing something," quote unquote, and then I come out with a bunch of food, right?
Yeah, because you
Make cookies.
need to rest to get all that sorted, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. then.
Yes, I would feel better about that if that's okay.
Right, everyone roll me a con save, except for Skylar.
Fuck.
I'm really good at concept.
I don't
Go.
sleep anymore. I've decided I don't sleep anymore.
Welcome to the club.
Can I at least have a short rest?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep, you can have a short rest.
I want my key points back.
Wow.
Rest
Tired
in
baby.
pieces.
Not gonna have that. I'm not gonna.
Iris, can you roll? Or are you
I'm-
taking a long rest?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a long rest. Yeah.
If people want to take long rest, please do. Because I would prefer everybody be up and about, like, you know. Actually, I think Kira and Iris should take a long rest regardless if they're the ones that are going to be making the ritual.
Yeah, I suppose that's right.
True.
I actually haven't spent any resources.
I did, but it's not that major.
Can
So
I
you
could
guys
I have
staying
taken
in
the
the temple to sleep?
I almost am tempted to go back to the boat. Because, like, for optics, right? It's like, oh, we're going to get some shit ready that we brought because we came to convert you. You know what I mean? When really we're just doing a nippy nap.
Also, if we're just servants, we wouldn't be sleeping in the same room as our king.
True.
I mean, we could just sleep in the chamber or in the shadow realm, right?
Yeah, I could drop
yeah.
you all in my shadow. Here, have a nip nap. I'll make a
You
second
know, for
bed.
the first time.
Oh,
want a
good
bunk
thing
bed.
you're still fucking
So,
here, Quinn.
I'm sorry. I want to point out that you could teleport back, put everyone in your shadow,
Yep.
and teleport.
Yeah, I just realized that. I was like, fuck.
Yeah. Hey, Almighty King. Hey, your Majesty. The
Are
fuck?
you
Yeah.
calling him?
Yeah, I'm calling him. Ring ring, bitch.
Ring ring, bitch.
Tell Connor to switch back with me then.
I do. Hey,
Connor's
Connor.
asleep on the couch or on the bed.
I wake him up. I don't give a shit.
What?
Hi, so sorry. Can you switch back really quick?
And switch back again after.
But wait a second.
Yeah, just wait.
Can I have food?
I will make you whatever you want in the morning. Deal?
It is morning.
But like afternoon then.
More for me, but not for you.
He goes ahead and very dramatically hops into a shadow.
Fucking
And
belly flops.
yeah, Quinn comes out very ungracefully.
All right.
All right, Hotel Quinn. Let's go.
So
Should
how
someone
does this thing work exactly?
Should someone stay with Connor and Nick? Not me. I've already dealt with that shit.
I'll stay with them. We're
I
all
will say
guardians.
Nick has been passed out in the corner the entire time.
I'll stay with them. I'm a guardian after all.
Yeah.
I mean, either way, it's just if someone comes back.
In fact, I feel like, Quinn, you should survey the people, and then when Iris and Kira get up, because Maple, you should watch them sleep. Because I don't know what Dad's gonna pull, you know?
Aren't we
Yeah,
gonna be
that
sleeping in the
phrasing
shadow
wasn't
realm?
fucking sus at all. It's fine.
Wait, what? What's wrong with what I said?
You know, just watch people sleep. The one thing that we tell Connor not to fucking say.
Fair. Fine. Watch out for danger as they sleep.
Keep watch.
That's how I would phrase it.
Actually,
You know
in
what?
that case,
You know what? I'm
Look,
just
we've
gonna
got
stop
like
back.
2
I'm just
minutes
gonna
until
stop
Connor
There.
falls
saying
back
it.
asleep.
I'm just gonna stop talking. I'm just gonna sit here and stop talking. I'm just gonna lay here. All right. See you
If
guys.
I just lay here.
All right, you guys go into the Shadow Realm, which some of you haven't been in yet.
Nope.
Nope.
So that definitely is a fun experience. Do you want to give a quick thing of what it describe it, Quinn? I'm talking good.
Yep. There are there's now probably like 3 chairs in addition to the throne around the table in the center, and then there's a work area and a bed with like those curtain things that some beds have. You know.
Or poster bed.
Yeah. And then
And
there's like a library section, and he hastily will like pull out of the shadows a second bed.
Yeah, the shadows kind of like wrap around and form into another bed, this like shadowy mist.
Love it. I collapse. And because it's a fantasy and I can live out my dreams, Iris falls asleep in 2 minutes. It's beautiful
It's
and it's all
incredible, I
great.
know, right?
Amazing.
Takes you 2 minutes to fall asleep?
In your fantasy.
No, it takes
In
me
D&D.
IRL like 45. Like,
Damn.
Oh. Oh
I wish
man.
mine was
And you can
45.
actually,
I was
like,
gonna
get
2
a good
minutes,
effective
like
test
that's
on how.
forever.
If you can
we
just, like,
can't all
knock
have your
yourself out like
superpower,
that.
Alicia. Listen.
You guys are sleeping.
Dude, stop eating a plastic bag.
Mother.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Hey, stop
I
it.
crave plastic.
Yeah, our cats will lick plastic for no reason. They don't eat it, they just lick it.
Hey, I'm looking at you. I'm making direct eye contact with you. You're going to get yelled at again.
Mother, but no.
What if?
Hey.
What if I licked
La,
it
la,
again?
la, 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 la.
No, he's chewing it. All right. You guys do the switcheroo.
Mhm.
Nadinia, you see Connor pop back, and he immediately takes the bed and falls asleep. For the rest of you guys, you end up back in the temple with the strange carvings around, some of them being defaced. And after you probably get about like 15 minutes, you see Zagana. He knocks on the door for you. By the way, so I know Kira and... So if I'm remembering correctly, Kira and Iris are in the shadows, and Maple is outside with Quinn.
Yes.
I think so, yes.
Okay.
And Skylar.
Yes, and Maple has a level of exhaustion.
Yes.
Alrighty. He, politely knocks on the door before opening it. He has this kind of smile on his face. Maple, if you remember, you tried to do the dig deep vibe on him.
Yeah.
So now you cannot read his mind or read his emotions.
For 24 hours, was that right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I still can't until tonight.
Yeah.
Alright.
And he says, "Good morning, Your Grace. Might I interest you in joining us for breakfast?"
You can bring us breakfast. Yes, that would be nice.
You see a slight twitch. And he says, "Of course. I will have one of the servants bring it to you." And he steps back and heads out without closing the door.
I just go into Skylar's head super not eating that. That's a terrible idea, right?
Yeah.
You have anything to neutralize poison?
Sure don't.
Alright, we'll just toss it in. We'll toss it out then. And I'll let Maple know as well that I don't think I'm gonna eat this food. That seems like a bad idea.
I mean, I could
If
probably
I-
test it for poison. Doesn't fucking work against me.
If I get
Oh, my royal
spells-
taste tester, of course.
Yep. Literally, she's immune to disease and poison.
Wouldn't that be a
If-
bad taste tester then?
I mean,
Yeah.
can't she still feel if it's going to affect her but doesn't take place?
I think it would depend on the poison.
Okay.
I
think
mean,
it's a-
if I can get my spells back, I can give them a lesser restoration pill right after they eat whatever they eat to counteract whatever poison's in it.
If it's poison. This is a big assumption, perhaps. He had a shit-eating grin, and I don't trust him.
True.
After not too long, you have 3 different servants show up. 2 of them are male, 1 of them is female, and they walk in holding large silver trays. And you kind of, if you guys want, roll me a quick perception check.
Perception.
Okay, Quinn. As you're looking at the trays that they're bringing in, you kind of think about and you're like, where the hell is there a forge here? But then the thing you realize is as you're looking at it, is you kind of recognize the style of these. They look like something that you would have seen in Echo.
Echo ship.
But they bring out these several different platters that they take the tops off to reveal a magnitude of, or a multitude, I meant to say, of various seafoods. Most of them don't look cooked. You see a lot of it is food that you guys wouldn't recognize because you aren't used to seeing a lot of seafood. But there's like a dish of what you think are snails. There's one of like severed tentacles that are arranged in like this pattern with like drizzled with a black liquid. You see plenty of fish that's been sliced very finely, uh, along with a plate of what appears to be like eyeballs. Just a whole bunch of stuff that looks not appetizing to you at all. Like, it looks like someone was trying to make really fancy raw seafood for like an animal at a zoo. But they go ahead and they uh set the plates down for you. They basically set it on the floor. They don't seem to see anything kind of weird about it. It doesn't seem disrespectful. And they back up as they wait for you to eat.
You may go.
Of course, Your Highness. Will you be needing anything else?
No.
They don't show their backs to you. They like walk out backwards in a bow and they close the doors.
All right.
What was their general vibe, by the way? Scared?
Reverence and scared, yeah.
Okay.
Also, if I do get my spells back for doing nothing and I don't have to sleep, I would have a way to counteract poison.
I mean, you weren't
I
doing
just realized-
anything, plus you don't need to sleep, so you probably did get a long rest.
Yeah, I'll say you got a long rest. It's one of your how did I phrase it?
Abilities.
I was gonna say non-star called abilities.
So So you have the option of me either purifying the food or just giving you a general protection against poison.
My follow-up thought is, God, I don't really want to eat any of this.
Fair. Could just dump
What if
it
we
into your shadow.
Dump it
Oh
in
my
the
god, I was
shadow.
That's what I
literally
was thinking.
the same fucking thing.
Make it look like you ate
I-
it.
like you ate it.
Have a
Yeah,
ration.
I think we eat this food, quote unquote,
Well, you
and then
eat
go
it.
grab actual food
Mhm.
from our bags.
Okay. Yeah, you dump a whole bunch of raw seafood into your shadow.
God, that must smell awful for us,
Yeah.
doesn't
It
it?
will smell awful when you guys wake up.
You're
I
welcome.
will remove it from the shadow when I can, but that's not right now.
A shadow plastic bag, a little container or something.
Shadow doggy
A
bag.
shadow doggy bag.
I write breakfast smiley face and pin it on there.
All right. Yeah, you guys have, some of your rations instead. And after a little bit of time, there is another knock on your door.
Enter.
The servants come back in to gather the plates, and Zagana is with them as well as he strides in. He looks and says, "Your Majesty, you seem to be missing some of your consorts today."
I have sent them on various tasks. They are preparing. I would like to give a speech this evening.
Of course. I did offer for you to do the sermon. Would you like to do that?
I would hate to disrupt routine. Established routines is important.
Our routines have already been disturbed, and I am sure that it would only benefit the people to hear from the mouth of the Yellow Prince himself. Who better to speak for the Yellow King?
Quinn just gives a slight nod.
Wonderful. Are you still planning to go punish the traitorous guardian that attacked your ship?
Tomorrow.
Of course. Is there anything that you require today, my liege?
I just wish to continue to see the people.
As you wish. If you'd like, I could give you a tour of our hunting grounds, where we farm.
I am alright, I think. I would rather just be about and dictate my servants enter step when need be. Nothing so formal as a tour.
I see. Well, please allow me to accommodate you on your venture. Sometimes the people here can be a little dense, and it might take an extra word of encouragement to remind them of their place.
If you say so.
you guys head out of the temple. Um, you realize there's a large crowd of people leaving the temple, and you think that maybe the breakfast that he had offered for you to come to was tied into some sort of service. But the people are going out and seem to be getting ready to do their, day-to-day stuff. They are definitely still looking at you, uh, concerned, but a lot of them have already put off their stuff for a day, and I mean that by it of itself is unheard of. They can't really afford to lose another day, just, trying to figure out what's going on. What do you do?
I'm sorry. I am very out of it. Could we
Maybe
call
end
it
here?
here tonight? I'm just not mentally here.
I think that's fine. You guys were able to get a follower and figure out a way that it works.
1.5.
Yeah, I mean, that one's nearly done.
Okay, 1 in like 1.9, 1.98.
Something like that.
That's good enough.
Yeah. You guys are slowly working your way into the good graces of some of the elves. The others probably not. But yeah, I hope you guys had fun.
Yep. You can't be Nadine. Okay. I'll just be over
Beautiful.
here. I'll just be over here. Crying into a corner.
Listen, we have a plan. We're gonna open a food bank, and then we're gonna baptize everybody. It's pretty standard. Also, for real, I will fucking come up with a whole fucking bullshit script of garbage.
Do it. Do it. You won't. You won't.
I'll make. I made a shitty pamphlets for D&D before. I'll make my own fucking shitty pamphlet.
You won't.
Like the Star
Someone-
Called pamphlet.
Yes, exactly. Yes. I might. Somebody text me Monday morning and remind me to do it, but I'll do it.
I'm sorry if Nadine seems too chaotic, but like this is her nightmare. What these people are living is her nightmare. She is seeing it in full, like, and she's all about freedom. Like that is her one thing, and seeing these people like basically held down and unable to make choices and everything, it's like, well, fix it now.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
I get
care,
it.
fix it now.
No,
Like,
get you.
like fair to Quinn, it is what it is going to take to save him, but also she doesn't even want them to be attached, which I don't think Quinn does either, but
I don't think he's opposed to it since they seem kind of or
Like
maybe
they need it for them to function. Like they are not self-actualized to embrace full freedom. I think they
yeah.
will implode.
yeah,
Their
I think
Maslow's hierarchy of needs is fucked up.
Yeah, no, I don't mean that Quinn doesn't. I mean Quinn isn't like lusting for power, essentially.
yeah.
And she gets that. She still feels like, fuck, we're just putting another leash on him.
But at least that they can actually take off.
Yeah.
That we're putting a cat collar on that pops off when they're strained, as opposed to a dog collar that won't.
I mean, Cupcake's collar comes off when she tries hard enough.
Most will.
I'm so upset. They shaved her fur underneath, like, where her collar area is, and it hasn't grown back.
Oh no.
It just won't.
Hmm.
Or me.
Bald.
Wow.
Bald. Bald. Bald.
It's okay though. I'm not mad. I'm not mad that they did it because there was a wound underneath and
Yeah.
needed to get it, like, fixed and everything. But kind of like it's been like 2 years since it happened.
Christ.
Yeah,
Old dogs, when
she's
they
just
get
old
injured,
now.
often don't regrow their fur like that.
Yeah, she's just old now, so it's like, oh, yes, that's that.
Yep.
Dog bald.